generation, from every tribe.
Good morning and welcome to Run with God. It's good to have you with us this morning. I'm Janae and we have a returning guest, Kortnee.
Morning.
Kortnee, tell everybody a little bit about yourself real quick.
My name's Kortnee and I come from the Mescalero Reservation. I'm Mescalero Apache and also San Carlos Apache and Ute Mountain. And I'm going on 3 years being a born-again Christian.
We're up here in the mountains and we're surrounded by nature and the trees and everything that God has created for us, and we're enjoying it. But it reminds us also of one of the things that Kortnee wants to talk about today because of the time of year it is, and within the tribe and the traditions and what's coming up and the coming of age ceremony. Kortnee, why don't you share what the Lord has been dealing with you?
Yeah. Well, as becoming a born-again Christian, I've come to learn truth from what I know as the living God and what I've coming out of tradition. And I have some scriptures I want to share, and one of them is Romans 1:25, and it's, they gave up the truth about God for a lie, and they worshipped God's creation, and instead of God, who He praised forever. And in our traditions, that is where our people have um, deception by doing exactly that. We worship Mother Earth, we worship the sun, um, we we do sacrifices to all those, and none of that is of the living God.
Um, Whenever you're saying that, some people are like, "What mean you do sacrifices?" Can you explain any of that?
The sacrifices are um, like explain like from what like how I see it now is like the coming of age. That's offering up your your daughters as a sacrifice, and it isn't to the living God. It's to the mountain gods, to the sun, and it's like an offering that we don't need to do, because what the living God has sent Jesus Christ to be the perfect sacrifice, and because of Him, He put that all to an end, and all we need, like now, all we need is Jesus.
Right. That's all we need is Jesus. That brings a thought to mind. You said to the different gods, and then you said to the Creator. However, the Creator that you're speaking about is not God the Father, because God the Father said that He would have no other gods before Him, and He is a jealous God, and He will not share who He is with a demigod of any kind. And what do we're talking not only to the Christian right now, we're talking to the non-believer as well, because there's a lot of Native American people that don't know they're deceived, right? And then there's also the ones who believe that they're Christians and they're going into the churches, but they're never coming to the knowledge of who God really is, because the truth is not being taught. So how does that make you feel when you see the ones that think they know the truth, but yet they're still mixing the unholy with the holy things of the Lord?
Um, it makes me sad because there's they're they're not sharing the truth, and people aren't coming out of the bondage from our generational curses that was brought because of doing that, worshiping the wrong God. And that's why I'm sharing what I know, the truth now, with my people, because I want to see them set free. And like we were talking about the Creator, um, I've I have had a talk with someone before where they're like, it's the same God, and then I was like, no, it's not the same God, because the Creator, from what our people believe, He brought the medicine into our people, and the medicine is, it's witchcraft, because of what we use it for. We use it for healing people use it for um, lust, to get a woman or a man. Also use it for greed, to get stuff they want, and it's also being used to cause death in families. And none of that is of the true living God, because the true living God is life, and um, he he commanded us to love our neighbors, and we don't cause death to people. And um, what he left us was the 10 Commandments, and that goes against everything in the 10 Commandments: the lust, the greed, and murder.
Do you notice one other thing too is control of people?
Oh yeah, the control is also witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
That's like exactly what the medicine's being used for, control. Um, well, like from what I see about the medicine, also is that I seen all of that being done from families going against each other, and in my own family, and people actually doing that against me as well. And um, I want my people to understand that the true living God sent Jesus Christ to be the one to heal us and to save us, and not what we use the medicine for.
Normally, whenever a person thinks of medicine, they think, oh, medicine is something you take that's good for you. But in this way, it's not a way that's good for you. It actually poisons you spiritually instead of physically. It's spiritually. And Kortnee definitely wants everybody to understand the difference so that they can no longer be blinded. And we also know that those spirits that are being involved are trying to take the place of the Holy Spirit, and it can't. And do you have any thoughts on that?
Um, well, the Holy Spirit was sent to lead us to the living God, the true God, who is holy and righteous. And when we take part in the um, rituals and the medicine and the worshiping of the false gods, we bring on a wrong spirit, a false spirit that has no good in him, that isn't of the Holy Spirit.